Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the jungle for tonight's league contest between the visiting Evergreen Vikings and your home team, the Liberty Center Lady Tigers, here playing in their last home game of the season. Can't believe we're saying that, guys, already through the regular season. I'm with my partner in crime, Landon the Green Machine Schultz, and on the techie fun statistical stuff as Diamond Danny, and guys, should be a pretty good basketball game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Liberty Center has had a great year. It's had its up and downs, but that has just made the season all the more special for Liberty Center.
And the Tigers win the tip. It's Keller, Jones, Macy Crew, Emerson Gherkin, and Molly Perry on the floor for the Tigers. And I just want to apologize. All we have is the last names for the Vikings players. Keller on the drive. Good strong drive. 1-2 step. Finds her way through some contact and gets the bucket to go. Good start there for the Tigers. And then they get a turnover on the other end. So good start for the Tigers, Landon.
Yeah, very good start. And as Liberty Center turns it over, something you're going to need against Evergreen is a good start.
Now Evergreen's going to go up with the right-handed layup. That's Vakulik, excuse me. So nice job by Vakulik to be able to score on that play, as there was some good defense there by Liberty Center. Now Gherkin on the drive. She puts up the layup, and she's going to be fouled by number 4. That's Gleckler. So that will put number 32, Emerson Gherkin, to the free throw line for Liberty Center. I know Evergreen varsity team comes in at 13-8, having a pretty good season. You know, they went down to Florida earlier in the year, and they battled some teams down in Florida and actually beat First Baptist Academy, a team down there in Florida. You know, battled some other good teams down there, and they ended up coming short on both those games. But you know, they're no stranger to good competition.
Yeah, and especially to go down to Florida, that is very well known for its basketball, and get a win against a talented team. That's pretty scary for if I'm Liberty Center. You know, they are no strangers, Phil, as you said, to good competition.
Gherkin's first shot rolled out. The second one went in. Evergreen just turned it over to Gherkin.
So early action here in the first quarter. Tigers on top 3-2. Perry now will trigger the three-pointer. She misses it just long. Good hustle there by Eliza Jones. Tracks down an offensive rebound for the Tigers. Now Crew drives, kicks to Jones. Tigers will reset now. Perry goes right side. Gherkin on the drive. Good baseline pass. Good extra pass. Crew gets the three. Just misses long iron, no good. Molly Perry with a great steal. Comes up with the layup, misses no good. Gherkin on the layup. Her shot attempt up, no good. But works hard to get her offensive rebound. And Liberty Center being very aggressive right now offensively, Landon.
Yeah, Liberty Center is attacking the basket, but give credit to Evergreen, who has matched Liberty's defensive intensity with their own.
A good steal by number 30. She pulls the trigger on it. No good. That's Lumbreezer.
Lumbreezer, a big name in Evergreen basketball.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of names from Evergreen go through there. Crew now on the wing. Extra pass to Jones. Now she skips to Perry. Perry to Gherkin. Over to Keller. Now Crew kicks to Jones. Jones back to Perry. Tigers being very patient offensively. Jones got away with, I was going to say, she might have got away with a double dribble, but the referee on this side had the better angle there and made the call, and a turnover for the Tigers.
Great start by Evergreen, holding Liberty Center to only 3 points and, only one converted field goal on the day.
So Evergreen looks to break the press. That's Gleckler. Gleckler now kicks inside to Burgermeister. And Burgermeister turns it over. What a name that is, Burgermeister.
Good shot.
And a good finish there from Liberty Center. Now they're on top 5-2.
That would be a fun one in kindergarten.
I was going to say that one. Like, man, how you have to spell your own name on a paper,
I remember having trouble myself. I think I still have trouble myself.
Thankfully for me, mine's only 4 letters, so I don't have to worry about that. But good finish there by Burgermeister. who was able to get the interior pass, and she finished through the contact, and she's going to get an and one. So a good job to finish that as Macy Carew gets the foul called on her. So Evergreen playing some pretty good basketball down here, sticking with Liberty Center right now.
Yeah, and, it's been one of the very rare sights to see, Evergreen's JV matching Liberty Center's starting JV team.
So Jones now is going to inbound. She'll inbound to Keller. Keller now will work against the Viking defense. She breaks the pressure, kicks it over to Perry. Perry now over to Carew. Carew jab step, dribbles middle. Gherkin patient with it. Now finds Keller. Keller will work at the Gherkin. What a spin move. Emerson Gherkin with a really nice spin move middle and finish with the left hand even landed. That was picture perfect there from Emmy Gherkin.
Yeah, Emmy Gherkin had a beautiful spin move to confuse the defense as the ball is stolen right there.
So teams share turnovers. Now another loose ball. Good effort there from Evergreen. But it'll be out of bounds off of Gleckler. And now Studenka will check in for Evergreen. So both teams really getting after it here, guys. Both teams are getting on the floor. And I've seen, I've got 5 turnovers for Evergreen and 4 for the Tigers. So both teams, a little bit sloppy as well. But Liberty Center out to a 3-point advantage.
Yeah, we got a great game going on here. It's been a defensive battle so far.
Keller with a nice drive, but a nice job there by the Evergreen defender. I think that was Smallman on the wing there, who kind of got her hand on that to disrupt Keller's shot attempt. Now Evergreen will control. That's going to be Gleckler. She'll shoot the 3-pointer. Misses long, no good. Maddie Bailey on the backside rebound for Liberty Center. They'll look to push. Jones will go up to Perry. Perry to Jones. Now Keller has it. She's patient with it. Looks, gets to Perry. Perry back to Gherkin. Now fakes the spin move. She gets it back. One extra pass. Another extra pass. Gherkin tries to get it back in the post. A lot of traffic in there. Does a nice job. Liberty Center, excellent ball movement right now. And there is the answer. Molly Perry with a great 3-pointer there as she was wide open. Liberty Center, excellent ball movement, finding the open girl.
Yeah, Molly Perry's 3-pointer was just a perfect product of great ball movement, and you can't blame the shot right there.
Liberty Center got about 3 ball rotations, or pass rotations, reverse the basketball, and then Gherkin got it inside, got it back outside, and then another quick reversal, and Molly Perry found herself wide open for the 3, and we've seen her all year hit those 3-pointers, especially when she's open.
Oh, yeah.
Now a drive by Huffman. Kicks it out to Gleckler. Gleckler now over to Smallman. Smallman puts up the runner, just misses it, no good. Rebound inside to Eliza Jones. Now to Perry. Perry up to Gherkin. Gherkin mishandles, now gets it back. Good step through move. And up for 2. Emerson Gherkin having herself a nice first quarter. Now Gleckler will have it. She throws it over to Vakulik. Now back to Gleckler. She'll trigger the 3-pointer. It's good. Gleckler with a nice little 3-point shot there.
I think I saw a little step-back action as well with it.
Well, she's a pretty confident shooter. We've seen her take a couple of those already, so we know she has the capability to hit it, and we saw it there.
Yeah, and you can't blame the shot. I mean, even against the taller defender, she was able to get the good look.
Gherkin, great pass or catch inside. Extra pass outside to Keller. Keller unable to hit the 3-pointer, and Evergreen will run their offense. Loose ball now gathered. Smallman has it. Triggers the 3-pointer over there on the left wing. No good. Smallman on the floor. And that is one thing Evergreen has done very well. They've gotten on the floor. Gleckler will trigger another 3-pointer. Misses, no good. Rebound inside to Huffman. And now Evergreen will reset the offense. Smallman kicks right side. That's Vakulik. Over to Gleckler. Now back. Smallman back to Gleckler. Vakulik gets it. Huffman. Another 3-pointer up. No good. Evergreen tries to crash the boards again, and it's going to be off of Gherkin. So number 11, Huffman, is really working hard for Evergreen right now and getting some extra possessions for the Vikings.
Even at the height disadvantage, it is just the hustle that has been killing Liberty Center on those rebound chances.
And Smallman dribbled it in, and they kicked it out of bounds, and they're going to say a kickball violation. Keep possession with
Drain the
Evergreen.
three-pointer after the whistle.
Isn't that always how it goes?
Yeah.
Leckler now to inbound. Looking for a teammate. Kicks it to Smallman. Smallman on the drive. She'll go back to Gleckler. Gleckler, skip pass. And it's going to be off the hands of an Evergreen Viking, and it's going to be a turnover for Evergreen. And with 2 seconds left, Liberty Center can get a chance at a shot attempt here. Get it to Keller. Keller takes 2 dribbles, puts up the jumper, just misses short, no good. And that's going to be the way the first quarter comes to an end as Liberty Center jumps out to a 12-7 advantage here at the end of one. And we'll get our sponsors to you while we got a chance.
Your 2022 winter sports sponsors for LC Tiger Sports Live are Swanton Welding, Doodle Bean Coffee of Swanton, high-quality coffee with a dog lover's twist. Go to www.doodlebeancoffee.com. Type in Tigers 10 at checkout and get a 10% discount on all your purchases. Galen Paving and Excavating with Toby Galen. 3-Cord, the official clothing outfitter of LC Tiger Sports Live. Gerald's Grain Centers with Chad Beeman and Gang. STN Designs, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. Holly Johnson, ready to buy a home or need to refinance? Give Holly Johnson a call at 419-823-7354. She is there for all your mortgage needs. And Freedom Seed with Mr. Larry Gherkin and family, and Red Barn Sales and Service.
Let's get to Danny for his first quarter wrap-up.
Got Tigers with 5 for 13 from the floor. Evergreen 3 for 9. Pretty close on rebounds. I have Liberty with one more rebound than Evergreen. Then Evergreen, I had 6 turnovers, and then Liberty had 3.
I had 6 and then 4 for Liberty,
Okay.
but pretty close to the same there.
Yep.
So, both teams getting after it. And we've seen a couple of times, guys, where the Lady Vikings are not afraid to dive and get on the floor, so they're really getting after it and being aggressive here defensively and going after loose balls.
Yeah, and that is what's kept them in the game. You know, their hustle has just completely altered any advantages that Liberty may have. Just the hustle has proven to be very dangerous for the Vikings.
Hoffman now has it. She'll dribble it out, kicks it to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer over to Gleckler. Gleckler on the drive, puts up the shot, no good. And then a backside rebound gathered by Vakulik. And the foul is going to be on number 23, Aletha Fosnight, who just checked in for Liberty Center. Also checking in for the Tigers, number 0, Tatum Oberhauser. And number 21, Gabby Conrad, as well into the game for the Tigers. First free throw on the way for the Vikings. First free throw attempts of the night for the Evergreen, Danny?
No. They had number 22 had an attempt that first quarter, the beginning of the quarter.
Oh, yeah, that's right, on the and one.
Yep.
So first free throw up, no good for Vakulik. Sets, fires, misses long, no good. Fosnight had the rebound, but had it taken away. And Evergreen will reset the offense. Gleckler has it now, kicks over to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer, good pump fake, drives, kicks to Gleckler. Gleckler now on the drive. Kicks back topside to Hoffman. Hoffman now dribbles it in. Good corner pass to Vakulik. Vakulik with a nice little jump shot. And Evergreen hits it for 2 on some pretty good ball movement there for the Vikings.
Yeah, that was a great ball rotation, and the look, even though it was a little bit contested, it was still a great look nonetheless to get the basket for the Vikings.
Crew, good baseline work, gets it to Conrad. Conrad just misses short on the shot. Fosnight did a nice job to keep the possession alive for the Tigers. Ended up in Maddie Bailey's hand, and then Maddie Bailey put the shot up and missed it no good. And it's going to be loose ball out of bounds to Evergreen. So senior night here at Liberty Center to follow. So as soon as the conclusion of this game ends, we will have that senior night presentation as Maddie Bailey steals the ball away to come up with a turnover. And a loose ball, she's able to gather it back up. Kicks it ahead to Oberhauser. Oberhauser stops, takes the jump shot, misses long, no good. Kulik on the rebound. And they're going to say a jump ball called. So nice job by Aletha Fosnight keeping the possession alive for Liberty Center. Crew now trying to get it in bounds. And there's going to be a foul called. And they're going to say it's on newly entered number 20, Sintobin. Her first, team second. So Liberty Center now will inbound underneath their own basket. Crew tries to inbound. Good play there by Huffman to cause the turnover. And then they're going to call a foul on Gabby Conrad for the Tigers.
You like the idea right there, but unfortunately it was the wrong result.
Nice job there by Hoffman to get her hands up there on the inbounds pass and be able to come up with a steal. So Liberty Center up 12-9. Vikings have the ball now. Lumbreeser with a nice shot fake. She dribbles in, kicks baseline over to Bergmeister, but she was unable to handle the pass. And it'll be out of bounds and a turnover for Evergreen. Macy Crew now working against the Evergreen pressure. Crosses the timeline. Looks for a teammate. Skip pass over to Oberhauser. She goes up athletically and makes that catch. Now back to Crew. And the Tigers will reset the offense. Crew now looking for a teammate. Finds Fosnight. Fosnight, dribble drive right side. Puts up the layup attempt. And there will be a foul called. And it's going to be on number 20. That's Sintobin. It's going to be her second foul. Fosnight will go to the line for two for Liberty Center. She put her head down and drove to the basket. And she was on the attack the whole way, Landon.
Yeah, it was a great job, a great drive, my apologies, by Fosnight. And you could tell that, I believe those are the Evergreen fans. I couldn't tell if it was the coach. They did not like the call. They were looking for a travel, which...
Yeah, it was a couple of different people over there.
Yeah.
Fosnight makes the first shot.
And I think Quinn Bailey checks in for the Tigers as Aletha Fosnight misses the second free throw. And a good job there by Quinn Bailey. Almost caused a turnover, but they're going to get Evergreen rewarded with the timeout. So once again, it's going to be senior night coming your way following the action here. Hard to believe that we're already talking about being at the end of winter sports, guys, the regular season. We're going to get the tournament underway next week, and it's just crazy to believe that we're already talking about that.
Yeah, senior night, man. It feels weird that we're already talking about it because it feels like just last week we were getting done with football, and now we're about ready to enter the postseason and hopefully soon the start of some spring sports as well.
Liberty Center has got the bye in the first round. So they're going to play the winner. I don't remember who they play the winner of off the top of my head. Well, I'll figure that out for you guys. But they play the winner of two teams. And, Liberty Center is going to be a tough out. They drew a pretty good bracket, so they're going to be looking to make some noise as Smallman's going to be on the drive for Evergreen, and they're going to get number 25, Quinn Bailey, on the foul for Liberty Center.
That was a great drive right there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fully see it. All I saw was I looked at the baseline. I saw Smallman just look like she was rolling on the baseline.
Well, she was on the attack the whole way.
Yeah.
Smallman sinks the first free throw. Smallman now will have one more from the line. Sets, fires, misses long, no good. Fosnight on the rebound for Liberty Center. She gets it ahead to Macy Crew. Crew will cross the timeline. Now over to Oberhauser. Over to Bailey. Now Bailey under some pressure out there on the wing. And they're going going to get a body foul called. I think it's going to be on number 4. That's Gleckler, her second personal. So that's big for the Vikings, as Gleckler has been a pretty good offensive weapon for Evergreen thus far here in the first half. And if she has to come out or in foul trouble, we'll have to see where Evergreen is going to have to find some offense elsewhere.
Yeah, you look at Evergreen's bench, they got 3 players. So personally, you don't want to get a player in foul trouble. So if I'm Evergreen's coach, I'm looking to maybe slow down her production near the end of the quarter right now.
And just as I say that, Gleckler's going to get another personal foul called on her, and that's going to be her 3rd personal foul. So that could be a big foul for Gleckler here down the stretch of the first half. So Liberty Center to inbound. Crew tries to kick it to Maddie Bailey. Good hustle play there from Smallman. She knocks it out of bounds, and Macy Crew now will inbound. 2:57 to go here in the first half. Quinn Bailey now will get the ball for Liberty Center. Kicks it back to Crew. Crew now on the drive. Goes strong with the right hand, and it's going to be a foul call this time on number 12, Studenka. And Macy Crew is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Liberty Center. Crew will set at the free throw line. First free throw on the way in, good. Big free throws there for Liberty Center, as it kind of seemed like they stalled out a little bit offensively.
Yeah, free throws are a way you can jumpstart an offense that, as you said, Phil, looked like it stalled out a bit. Evergreen was starting to get some great defensive pressure, so the free throw right there was pretty big to help the Tigers.
Second free throw was no good. Rebounded by Evergreen, and then tied up there by Maddie Bailey. So jump ball possession will keep it with the Vikings.
Those are Liberty Center's only points this quarter, are the 2 free throws.
So Liberty Center struggling from the floor, but Evergreen struggling a little bit from the floor this quarter as well. Now Evergreen gets it in. Gleckler now will control. She'll cross over, cross the timeline. Peyton Hageman checking in for the Tigers. And Gleckler tried to go to the left wing, but some miscommunication. And a turnover for the Vikings. Vikings done a better job taking care of the basketball this quarter, as I only have for 3 turnovers. But while we got a timeout, we'll get some more of our sponsors at you. These people make this all possible. Red Barn Sales and Services, just south of Liberty Center on 109. The Moeller family. Freedom Seed with Mr. Larry Gherkin and family. Holly Johnson, if you're ready to buy a home or you need to refinance, give Holly Johnson a call at 419-823-7354. She is there for all your mortgage needs. She's licensed in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. STN Designs, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. Gerald Green Centers with Chad Beeman and gang. 3Cord, the official clothing outfitter of LC Tiger Sports Live. All 3 of us up here sporting a different color. Galen Paving and Excavating with Toby Galen. Doodle Bean Coffee, high-quality coffee with a dog lover's twist. Go to www.doodlebeancoffee.com and type in Tigers 10 at the checkout and get yourself your discount. And Swanton Welding, donating to, are sponsoring local athletes and sports for the last 175 years. Thank you to all those people that make this possible. Like you said, Danny, both teams, both teams struggling from the free throw line. That's kind of been the only offense for both teams thus far in the quarter.
Yeah, the Vikings being limited to 3 points and Tigers only for 2.
Now Liberty Center will have to beat the Evergreen pressure. Bailey did a nice job of staying down on that pivot foot. She kicks it to Quinn Bailey. Quinn Bailey now on the drive. Kicks it out to Hageman. Hageman throws it out to Maddie Bailey. Now over to Quinn Bailey, over to Crew. Maddie Bailey now on the drive. Almost lost the ball momentarily. Gathers it. Oberhauser, nice drive on the baseline. Has it blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Tigers, as Lumbreeser now will check back in for Evergreen. Liberty Center now to inbound. Crew will have it. Kicks it out top to Maddie Bailey. Maddie Bailey had it stripped away, but got it to Quinn Bailey. And now the Tigers control the possession. They'll rotate it around the perimeter. Now Hageman has it. Skip pass over to Macy Crew. Back to Maddie Bailey. Tried to go to Oberhauser, but the pass goes errant, and it's out of bounds on a turnover for the Tigers. You know, Landon, it just seems like Evergreen has Liberty Center extended a little bit farther out than what they want to be, playing their offense a little bit more towards the volleyball line rather than around the three-point line like Liberty Center wants to be.
Yeah, and that's something that not a lot of teams have been successful this season doing, and Evergreen, and I think that's credit to the teams they've played. As we mentioned earlier, you know, when you start to play the better teams, you start to strategize more of try to find ways to shut down those offenses, and you can clearly see the production that Evergreen has had on defense.
Now loose ball. Now tipped around there by Bailey, and it's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say Evergreen basketball. Under 2 minutes now here to go in the first half. Evergreen now gets it inbounds. That's Bergmeister. She goes left wing over to Vakulik. Vakulik loses the basketball momentarily, regathers, now goes to Lumbreeser. Lumbreeser now on the drive, crosses over, now goes middle. Back over to Vakulik. Vakulik, right wing. Huffman now has it. Huffman, good backdoor pass to Lumbreeser, but good defense there by Macy Crew. And she's able to come up with a tip, and it's going to be out of bounds, and Peyton Hageman will check in for Liberty Center, and Alita Fosnight will check out for the Tigers. Wild shot up there by number 14. That's Vakulik. Rebound up to Maddie Bailey. Tries to get it out to Hageman. And I think they're going to get a personal foul called. I think it's going to be on number 30. That's Lumbreeser. And that's going to send Peyton Hageman to the free throw line for Liberty Center. Leading 14-10.
Yeah, I wasn't able to clearly see the foul. There was a lot of bodies over there. But it definitely looked as if there was a possibility for a push down there, which now has Liberty in the bonus.
First free throw by Hageman is up and good.
That was a nice little bounce that took.
It was a little shooter's roll. Hageman, second free throw.
Nice.
Spins it in good. Peyton Hageman with two big free throws for the Lady Tigers, who've been a little offensively stagnant here in the quarter now with just over a minute to go. Huffman now has it on the outside for Evergreen. Dribbles all the way around the perimeter, guarded by Crew. Back over to Vakulik. Vakulik had it tipped away there by Conrad. And Evergreen now has to inbound. Lumbreeser now to inbound. Checking back in is Smallman for Evergreen. Liberty Center will check in Quinn Bailey for number 0, Tatum Oberhauser. Now Lumbreeser will get it in. That's Smallman over in the corner. She tries to dribble baseline, and I think they're going to get Quinn Bailey on a blocking foul. She didn't like it.
No, they both kind of went down. I think they just got their feet tangled up a little bit.
So Oberhauser now checks back in for Bailey. Gets it into Smallman. Now Gleckler over to Huffman. Huffman kicks to Lumbreeser. Lumbreeser triggers the three-pointer. She misses long, no good. Rebound backside to Oberhauser. Ball's tipped out of bounds off of Evergreen. Liberty Center will have the basketball.
Again, great ball movement by Evergreen on that last possession. Unfortunately, shot missed, but there also was some miscommunication.
Bailey now lost the ball off of her foot, so a turnover for Liberty Center. Smallman now on the ground. Not sure if she was tripped or what happened, but she looked like she might have hit her face on the ground. But
her nose.
She pops right up, and she looks like she's okay.
I make sure there's no blood, maybe. Everything looks good.
Why does she have to have it? Why does she have to have a sub?
I think it's because, so when she was on the ground, I'm thinking that they're maybe think about concussion
Because
protocol.
maybe, no, I think it's actually maybe because they stop play that she has to come out of the game. She has to have a sub come in for her because they stop play. So normally the rule is like if you don't stop play. Okay, so they're gonna like normally as long as she's okay, they let her stay in. Okay. So I'm not sure why he was trying to say that she had to be subbed in, but normally if they call a foul and she or he is able to coherently talk to them and it seems like they're okay, they let them stay in the game. So that's what's going to happen here is Gleckler's going to have the ball down for the Vikings. Kicks it over to Lumbreeser. Lumbreeser on the drive. Great defense by Gabby Conrad. Takes it away from her. Turnover for the Vikings. Now under 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Oberhauser has it. Dribbles baseline. Good defense there. Kicks to Hageman. Hageman baseline jump shot no good. Conrad offensive board. And she gets it up to end the quarter. And the layup goes in before the buzzer sounds.
So first bucket for the quarter.
And that's the first field goal for Liberty Center there, and they hit it as time expires. Sank some other points at the free throw line to give themselves a little bit of an advantage here, up 18-10 at the end of the first half. And we'll be back in a little bit. We'll bring you the first half wrap-up from Diamond Danny. We'll talk a little bit about the varsity game when we come back as well. Just a reminder, at the end of the first half, it's Liberty Center on top, 18-10. And welcome back to the jungle here as we get ready to get set for our second half of action in the JV game between the Evergreen Vikings and the Liberty Center Tigers. We'll get it right over to Diamond Danny for his second quarter and first half wrap-up.
Well, second quarter, I have Liberty 1 for 7 from the floor. Evergreen 1 for 5. For the half, I have Tigers at 6 for 20. That's 30% from the floor. Vikings 4 for 14, 29%. Pretty evenly matched. Tigers 63% from the free throw line. Vikings 20% from the free throw line. I've got 12 total rebounds for the Tigers for the first half. Evergreen, I have 6. And I have 8 turnovers for the first half for Liberty and 10 for Evergreen.
I had the same number of turnovers as well. So
Okay, good.
both teams look like they're struggling from the field a little bit, Landon, struggling to find some offense, struggling to find some quality shots. We'll see if both teams can see if they can get each other sped up here a little bit and maybe get some easy buckets in transition to try to get some of their offensive mojo going.
Yeah, that was the theme of the first half, guys. You know, both teams were just causing chaos for the opposing offense and, you know, very low scoring. So now we'll get to see what both the coaches have strategized for their teams coming into the third quarter.
You know, Danny, we talk about sometimes how there's always like a key or a point that we've seen or like, man, you know, we've seen a lot of this in the first half. I think the biggest point, the biggest thing we've seen is just both teams playing some really good basketball.
Right, and great defense.
Yes, absolutely. So Oberhauser now has it. Right wing, drives with the left hand, pulls up in the paint. Thought about the jump shot. Thought otherwise and traveled with it. So a turnover for Liberty Center here to start the second half. Evergreen now will inbound. That's Smallman. She works it to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer now had it knocked away by Oberhauser. So Lumbreezer now will inbound. And I think they're going to get number 2, Maddie Bailey, on a personal foul as Smallman was trying to get open there. So both teams really going to pick up the aggressiveness here in the second half. Vakulik now on the drive, kicks it to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer goes to the basket, and she's going to be fouled by number 21, Gabby Conrad. And that's going to be Conrad's second personal.
Looked like
Team second.
Sorry about that. Looked like Liberty Center was caught off guard on the inbounds. Looked like they were expecting the pass to go near half court, but Evergreen ended up throwing it near the three-point line. But still, good start right now for Evergreen defensively.
Evergreen did a nice job of moving the basketball there. Got Vakulik a really nice look off the inbounds play. She was just unable to get it in there as Oberhauser got the rebound for Liberty Center. And now Oberhauser tried to pass it up, stolen by Evergreen. Ahead to Lumbreezer, and now Lumbreezer going to get called again on a foul. This time it's going to be Maddie Bailey.
That's 3 quick fouls for Liberty Center entering this third period.
In under a minute.
Yeah, that is not the start you need against Evergreen.
Vakulik with a shot up, no good. Offensive rebound to Smallman. Now Huffman on the drive baseline. Spins out of that, finds a teammate. Loose ball gathered there by the Vikings. They'll go over to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer now guarded by Crew. She'll kick over to Burgermeister. Burgermeister now right side to Hoffman. Vikings moving the ball well. Good cut there by Lumbreezer. Good extra pass. Good block there by Fosnight. Offensive rebound by Evergreen. Grabbed there by Conrad. And Conrad is going to get a tie-up, and it's going to be Evergreen basketball. Lumbreezer will inbound. Lumbreezer looks to inbounds, tries to get it to Burgermeister. Lumbreezer tracks down the loose ball, has it tipped out of bounds. Off Fosnight. Vikings will have possession. So 18-10. Nice little inbounds play. Burgermeister with a nice shot attempt. She doesn't get it to go. Backside rebound for Liberty Center, and now Crew will work to beat the press. She kicks it ahead to Oberhauser. Oberhauser now on the drive on the left side. Good pass to Fosnight. Good catch in traffic by Fosnight, and she's able to score it inside. Good play there for the Tigers.
And Evergreen wasting no time to start moving the ball down court.
And that's going to be a foul as Vakulik tries to go to the basket. Liberty Center's 14th foul. That's on number 21, Gabby Conrad. And it's going to be called on the floor as Sintobin checks back into the game now for Evergreen. Also into the game, number 12, Studenka. Another decent inbounds play there by Evergreen. Got it to Sintobin. Up with the pass play. She wasn't able to get the shot to go. Liberty Center tried to run the floor. And Oberhausen unable to come up with the pass, and a turnover for the Tigers.
Evergreen on that inbound just took advantage of Liberty Center trying to set up their inbounds defense. And it was a great look. Fosnight had her back turned to the shooter, but unfortunately, the shot was just a little too short.
Now Smallman gets it in. Beats the Tiger pressure. Gets it over to Burgermeister. Burgermeister unloaded Lumbreezer. Good catch there by Lumbreezer. Good block by Bailey. Lumbreezer gets her own rebound. And they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to be Tiger basketball. Crew now inbound. She'll get it over to Maddie Bailey. Over to Fosnight. Fosnight up ahead to Oberhauser. Oberhauser on the drive. Now she'll stop and pull up on the jump shot. Doesn't get it to go. Fosnight battles for the rebound. And they're going to say it's off Burgermeister. Liberty Center will have the ball. Crew now set to inbound for the Tigers. Crew, ball fake, over to Oberhauser. Oberhauser, little bank shot, no good. Fosnight on the offensive glass. Her shot up, no good. Rebound over to Sintobin, and they're going to get number 4, Macy Crew, on a foul. So Liberty Center with 5 team fouls here in the first 3 minutes of action here in the second quarter. This could be big here as we enter the second half. And a turnover for the Vikings.
Yeah, Liberty Center's picked up 5 extremely quick fouls in, I believe, 2.5 minutes. Which, going in the fourth quarter, the fouls don't disappear, so we could see bonus early in the fourth.
Good inbounds play from Liberty Center. Got it to Fosnight. Fosnight unable to hit the shot. Evergreen now will control. Lumbreezer on the point. She'll drive up all the way up with the right hand, and she's going to be fouled by number 4, Macy Crew. And Liberty Center now with 16 fouls here. This will put Evergreen in the bonus in the next foul. So Liberty Center is going to have to play defense without fouling here. As Evergreen now to the line. Lumbreezer, first free throw on the way, no good. Peyton Hageman's going to check in for the Tigers.
Evergreen's game plan has basically flipped from trying to get open looks to taking the battle straight to Liberty. They have driven and accepted any contact that's came towards them.
Lumbreezer, second free throw, rims out long, no good. Rebound to Letha Fosnight. She'll kick it over to Bailey. Now over to Fosnight. Fosnight skips corner to Peyton Hageman. Peyton Hageman out top to Maddie Bailey. Maddie Bailey now on the drive. Tries to skip it out, and then she's going to get called for a traveling violation. So Tigers still find themselves up by 10 here in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter. Lumbreezer now gets the ball for the Vikings. She'll be on the push. Drives middle. Kicks to Burgermeister. Her three-pointer up. Misses, no good. Quinn Bailey on the rebound for the Tigers. Up to Oberhauser. Over to Hageman. Hageman now controls top side to Maddie Bailey. Over to Quinn Bailey. Oberhauser back to Quinn Bailey. She'll pull the trigger. Misses long, no good. Rebound over to Sintobin. And I think they're going to get a foul called on number 23, Aletha Fosnight. And that is 17 fouls now for Liberty Center, and that is going to put Evergreen in the 1-1 and the bonus the rest of the ball game here with still over 10 minutes to play here in the basketball game.
Yeah, I don't want to say that, it's not looking good, but with them being the lead, but Evergreen could easily flip this game with some threes, and we know they can shoot them, and especially with them being now 1-1s. As simple as a reach-in foul will put Evergreen at the line.
Well, they could gain a lot of points on free throws, too.
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
in this third and fourth quarter.
Sintobin cashes in on the first free throw. She'll get the extra 1-on-1 bonus. Second free throw on the way. Rims around, no good. Rebound to Quinn Bailey. Quinn Bailey on the drive. Stops, tries to kick it to Foz Knight. It's going to be out of bounds. And a turnover for Liberty Center. So Evergreen now to inbounds. That's Lumbreezer. She'll get it to Studenka. Studenka now will have it on the drive as it poked away there by Oberhauser, gathered by Huffman. Huffman now will dribble with the left hand around the perimeter. Sintobin now with it. Good pass. Good cut.
That was a nice play.
That was very good.
Nice pass by Sintobin over to a nice cut by Vakulik, and she gets it to go. And gets the foul called as well. Personal foul is going to be called on number 25, Quinn Bailey. And that'll put Vakulik at the free throw line for the and one opportunity. Shot up, no good, misses long. Rebound to Letha Foz-Knight. Maddie Bailey now has it for the Tigers. She'll get it to Quinn Bailey, steps through. Now to Foz-Knight. Liberty Center moving it around the perimeter. Maddie Bailey dribbles out of trouble. Oberhauser steps into a three. Misses long, no good. Quinn Bailey with great hustle on the rebound, but she tripped, lost it out of bounds. And it'll be Evergreen basketball. So good hustle there by Quinn Bailey, just unable to keep her footing there. Out of bounds to Evergreen. Lumbreezer now working on Maddie Bailey. Lumbreezer with it on the right wing. Now Studenka with it. She tries to spin out of trouble. Studenka puts up the shot. Missed it, no good. Got her own rebound. And this time it's going to draw a foul, and it's going to be on number 0, Tatum Oberhauser, her first, team 9th. So next bonus will put Evergreen now in the 2-shot foul bonus as Studenka goes to the free throw line for the Vikings. First free throw on the way, up and good. This is where Evergreen really has a chance to battle their way back into this ball game.
Yes, they do. And with them only having one team foul for the second half.
Second free throw, misses, no good. And he's gonna say it didn't hit the rim. So that'll give it to Liberty Center. Are ahead 20-14, and Quinn Bailey now gets it, and she's going to be tripped by Huffman. And a foul will be called on her, so Liberty Center will have it out of bounds on the side. 2:09 here to go, third quarter. In what's been a defensive slugfest so far here through 3 quarters of play.
Evergreen's double teaming now.
Bailey did a really nice job to step through that double team. Got it to Foz-Knight. And then a foul is going to be called on number 20, Sintobin. Her third personal foul. Team third. And Coach Williams is going to take a timeout here and settle things down just a little bit, as I think he's going to get a quick 30-second timeout. So, Evergreen coming in at 13-8. Liberty Center coming in at 17-3. Looking at the varsity side of things, I think 17-3. Looking at the varsity side of things, coming off of a really nice win against Pettysville on Monday, playing against three teams that were, I think, like an 87% win percentage. Three tough teams. You battled all three of them. Then you come back and you play against, I believe, a 12-win Pettysville team and really just shut them down and did a nice job to bounce back after a couple of tough losses against Bryan and Patrick Henry. So they're going to be coming up. I think they're going to be fired up tonight playing at home. It's senior night, and those girls have, given a lot to this program. Haley Moeller, Alyssa Giesige, and Peyton Army, three seniors that this basketball club's really going to miss, guys.
Yeah, definitely they will.
Yeah, they have had their impact on this program since what feels like day one.
So loose ball is going to be out of bounds. Liberty Center will have the possession. Oberhauser to inbounds. She gets it to Hageman. Hageman guarded by Lumbreeser. Hageman over to Quinn Bailey. Now to Maddie Bailey. Quinn Bailey tried to go inside to Fosnight. Knocked away. Gathered by Maddie Bailey. Great drive by Maddie Bailey. Misses the layup. Fosnight works hard for the rebound. Shot up no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. And I think they're going to say Liberty Center basketball. So Oberhauser to inbound. They'll get it to Fosnight. Fosnight up with the jump shot. And they're going to say she's fouled by number 30, Lumbreeser. So Aletha Fosnight will go to the free throw line for the Lady Tigers. Under a minute and a half to go. Tigers still on top, 20-14. Fosnight hits the first free throw. Burgermeister's going to check back in for the Vikings. Fosnight will get one more. She'll set, fire, and she goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Big free throws for the Tigers. Now Lumbreeser works to beat the press. Maddie Bailey guarding her. Good defense there by Quinn Bailey. Huffman now on the dribble drive. And she loses the ball out of bounds. And great pressure defense there from Quinn Bailey. So Liberty Center now will have it. Bailey tried to get it to Hageman, tipped away there by Vakulik, but it'll be out of bounds. Liberty Center maintains possession.
Evergreen's hustle on defense proving dividends right there. Even though they didn't get the steal, it was still proving to really affect LC.
Bailey spins through a triple team, gets it to Oberhauser. Oberhauser, bank shot no good. Fosnight working hard on the glass, and they're going to get her for a traveling violation. So now Evergreen to inbound. We'll get it to Smallman. Smallman working against Quinn Bailey. Gets it across the timeline. Under a minute now, third quarter. Vakulik on the drive. Goes up against Fosnight, and she's fouled. And Vakulik now goes back to the free throw line for the Vikings. So Vakulik will now get 2 free throws on the shooting foul. Sets for the first. Misses left iron, no good. So Evergreen really struggling from the free throw line here, leaving a lot of points out there, trying to find themselves back into this ball game. Vakulik, second free throw. Banks rolls in and out, no good. Quinn Bailey now has it for the Tigers. Gets a little bit sped up there. And then a jump ball is called. Possession will give it to Liberty Center, or Evergreen, so a turnover for the Tigers. Now Huffman to inbound. Looks for Lumbreezer. Just over her head, but gathered by Burgermeister. Back to Huffman. Huffman now back to Smallman. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Now Smallman drives. Puts up with the shot with the right hand. Backside rebound to Burgermeister. Her shot up no good. Ball gathered there by Quinn Bailey. Snagged by Smallman over to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer will take the three-pointer. Misses no good. Burgermeister on the offensive rebound. Ball tipped around and saved, but gathered by Maddie Bailey. Now over to Quinn Bailey. She tosses it up to Oberhauser. Up to Hageman. Hageman, 1-2, up with the left hand and good. And that's how the third quarter is going to come to an end. As a nice job there by Liberty Center to pass it up ahead and found Peyton Hageman for a nice little layup to end the third quarter.
Yeah, that basket was a much-needed one. You know, Evergreen has kept it close this entire game, so to get that double-digit lead heading into the fourth definitely is going to feel nice for the Tigers.
All right, let's get some of those sponsors at you while we got a chance. Swanton Welding, Doodle Bean Coffee of Swanton, high-quality coffee with a dog lover's twist. You can go to www.doodlebeancoffee.com and type in Tigers 10 at checkout for your 10% discount. Galen Paving and Excavating with Toby Galen. 3-Core, the official clothing outfitter of LC Tiger Sports Live. Gerald Grain Centers with Chad Beeman and gang. STN Designs, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. Holly Johnson, if you're ready to buy a home or need to refinance, you can give her a call at 419-823-7354. Freedom Seed with Mr. Larry Gherkin and family. And Red Barn Sales and Services just south of Liberty Center on 109. And the Moeller family. Danny, what do you got for us on that third quarter?
I had Evergreen 1 for 17 from the floor. Liberty 2 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, Evergreen missed a lot of bunnies in that quarter. It seemed like had a lot of good looks, just unable to get him to go. Did a lot better job taking care of the basketball. Only had up for 2 turnovers in there.
They also have Evergreen with 2 for 9 of their free throws, and Foss Knight hit both of hers.
Liberty Center with 7 turnovers there in that quarter, so nice job to avoid the mistakes and keep the 10-point lead. Landon, like we've seen, Hageman with a nice job to finish that layoff off to end the quarter. I think that's a really big momentum swing for the Tigers.
Oh, yeah, especially with the way Evergreen's defense has been. It is a crucial basket, and with Evergreen's struggling for free throws as well.
Now Bailey has it outside over to Kennedy Perry. She tries to get it over to Bailey at a turnover for the Tigers. Lumbreezer now has it. Kicks it over to Vakulik. Vakulik steps into a 3. Bank shot, no good. Burgermeister on the offensive rebound. Over to Smallman. Smallman will put up the running layup, no good. And they're going to get Maddie Bailey on a foul for the Tigers. So Smallman now will go to the free throw line, and she'll shoot 2. Sub set at the table now for both squads. Free throw up and good for Smallman. She'll get one more from the free throw line. Subs in now for Liberty Center. Free throw coming for Smallman. She sets. She fires. She gets both of them to go. 2 big free throws there for the Vikings to cut the lead to 8. Oberhauser now finds Crew. Crew, good pass fake over to Kennedy Perry. Perry now steps through. Kicks it over to Oberhauser. Oberhauser against the press. Stops, pulls up with a jump shot, and gets it to go. And a nice job there by Oberhauser to pull up there instead of going in all the way and getting called for that charge. Good job there by Oberhauser.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Oberhauser to avoid getting the charge, as you said, Phil, and to get the basket.
As
nice
Lumbreezer
layup.
answers. Yep, Lumbreezer answers on the layup of her own for a 2-point basket. And I think Coach Williams is going to take a timeout for Liberty Center. So we're winding down our winter sports season. We'll soon have our spring scheduled set up. Just to remind you, just a reminder that we will get the senior night presentation on for you guys. So if you're interested in watching that, we will have the senior night presentation once again honoring those 3 young ladies that have given so much to this Lady Tiger basketball program.
including one of the most winningest seasons in history, out to the best record in the history. It's just been a fun year, and they're not done yet.
Yeah, even though it's senior night and the idea is, it's their last home game, we still have a lot of basketball to go. I mean, and likewise, JV, they still got a road trip, so Liberty Center, I think they can go really far. The varsity team's talented, but as you look at who's all in the region, whoever comes out of the region is going to be very talented, not either way.
Yeah, it should be a fun tournament as Liberty Center goes in as the 1 seed. So we'll get back to action here in the fourth quarter. Tigers with the 8-point advantage. They'll work against the Evergreen pressure, a little 1-2-1-1 zone defense. Crew now gets it to Kennedy Perry. Perry, cross-court pass to Oberhauser. Oberhauser tries to get it to Foz Knight, and a turnover for Liberty Center. Now Lumbreeser has it. She'll kick it over to Smallman. Smallman, left side. Studenka, she'll pull up the jump shot. Missed it, no good. Sintobin on the rebound. And a tie-up is going to be called, and it's going to be possession arrow to the Vikings.
Very good hustle there by Liberty Center off the Evergreen miss. They weren't able to get the rebound, but they were able to get the possession off the jump ball.
Lumbreeser now over to Burgermeister. Good hands there by Crew. Stripped it away, but gave it right back to Studenka. Studenka with the layup up, no good. Crew on the rebound for the Tigers. Crew now inside to Conrad. Conrad got tripped, no call. Ball will be out of bounds. A tough break there for the Tigers as Conrad got tripped going to the hoop. But she hops right back up. She's tough. I know she's got a battle with her older brother, so Conrad hops right back up. She's ready to go. Now Smallman kicks it out to Burgermeister. Burgermeister, she puts up the three-pointer, no good. Sintobin on the backside, rebound, and she gets her shot up and good, and now a 6-point lead for the Tigers.
And a 5-second call.
That was one of the quick 5-second calls.
Yeah, that seemed a little quick.
Coach Josh Williams saying he tried to call timeout, but no timeout granted and a 5-second violation called.
That's a big turnover.
So Lumbreeser now will take it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Kicks to Smallman. Back to Lumbreeser. Lumbreeser on the drive middle. Kicks right wing to Studenka. Studenka back to Lumbreeser. Lumbreeser drives now corner. Burgermeister now on the drive, and she loses the basketball. It'll be out of bounds. And a turnover for the Vikings.
Definitely a turnover that hurt. They were getting great ball movement, but unfortunately the ball just went away from Evergreen right there.
Crew now kicks it to Bailey. Now over to Oberhauser. Oberhauser goes up with the right hand, and she's fouled by Lumbreeser. And Tatum Oberhauser will go to the free throw line for the Tigers. So Oberhauser now to the free throw line. She hits the first free throw. So big free throw there for Tatum Oberhauser. That pushes the Tiger lead to 7. Oberhauser, free throw, rims out, no good. Aggressive rebounding effort there from Maddie Bailey, and she creates a tie-up, and that's going to keep the possession with the Tigers. So good hustle play there by Maddie Bailey to get the jump ball, and another possession for the Tigers.
And a timeout by Evergreen.
So a timeout here called by Evergreen.
Just want to shout out another basketball team that was in action tonight. The boys freshman team had their first NWAL playoff game against 8-seeded Archibald. Tigers came in as obviously the number 1 seed and absolutely proved why, winning 51-27 with almost every player having 3 or more points, with the story of that game being turnovers. Archibald, I believe, committed almost 20 turnovers in that game.
Yeah, Liberty Center with very aggressive defense at all levels on the boys' side of things. So nice job there by the freshman boys to be able to come up with that win. And I know they're going to play the winner of Wasion and Delta, who is playing in the gym right now. So,
and we'll have Delta here on the 17th, boys. We'll look forward to that. That will be on.
That'll be next Thursday. Tuesday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yep.
As they got 2 road games this weekend. They'll be on the road at Evergreen on Friday, and they'll finish out on the road on Saturday, and that one is at Otsego. So Liberty Center now out of the timeout will inbound. Crew now set to inbound. She looks to get it in. Gets it to Fosnight. Fosnight back to Crew. Crew tried to dribble baseline. Had it knocked out of her hands. But they're going to say apparently not enough, and a turnover for Liberty Center off the double dribble. Lumbreezer now looking to get it in. She'll get it to Studenka. Studenka now across the timeline. Gets it to Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer now dribbles on the perimeter on the right side. Now on the right wing. Spins back baseline. Kicks it to Hoffman. Hoffman over to Vakulik, and Vakulik lost it out of her hand, and then Macy Crew turns it right back over to the Vikings.
Evergreen is going to have to start capitalizing on the turnovers that Liberty Center's committing, but the deficit could also be contributed to the lack of free throw conversions as well.
So Evergreen to inbound. It'll be Lumbreezer. Lumbreezer skips left corner to Hoffman. Over to Smallman. Smallman did a really nice job to save it, but then the ball was taken away by Crew, and a turnover for Evergreen. Now Quinn Bailey with it on the left side. Pulls up at the wing. Kicks it out to Crew. Now over to Maddie Bailey. Maddie Bailey skips over to Conrad. Conrad back out top to Oberhauser. Back top to Maddie Bailey. She gets it to Quinn Bailey. Now over to Macy Crew. Crew with it. Now she drives. Kicks over to Oberhauser. Oberhauser skips Maddie Bailey. Over 2 minutes to go. Bailey now on the drive. Left side up with the right hand. Misses it, no good. Quinn Bailey with great hustle. Gets on the floor. And a jump ball is going to be called. So Evergreen now will have it, working against the Liberty Center pressure. Lumbreezer will get it inbound. She'll cross the timeline. And she'll lose the ball. Good defense there by Gabby Conrad, but Evergreen steals it right back. And then a reaching violation on Gabby Conrad. As number 14, Vakulik, will go to the free throw line for the Vikings. So Vakulik will get 2 free throws now as the Evergreen Vikings are in the double bonus. First free throw on the way. Banked in and out, no good.
Thought that looked pretty good coming off the glass.
Yeah, the bank is a game of luck, it feels like at times. It's either going to bank in nicely or it's going to mess with you.
Second free throw coming. Misses long, no good. Maddie Bailey on the rebound for the Tigers. And they're going to get a reach-in violation called on Lumbreezer. This Quinn Bailey now checks back. Oh, Quinn Bailey. Nope, never mind. She gets sent back to the bench.
Now Crew looks to inbounds. She'll get it into Oberhauser. Oberhauser back to Crew. Crew over to Conrad. Conrad in the middle to Fosnight. Fosnight up with the right hand. Misses it short, no good. Conrad tried to get the offensive glass and a jump ball called. That'll keep the possession with Liberty Center. Crew now set to inbound. Gets it into Fosnight. Fosnight off the glass, no good. Fosnight gets her own rebound. Fadeaway jump shot up and good. Aletha Fosnight working hard, gets her own rebound. Shot up and good. We've seen Fosnight do that a couple times tonight. Landon gets her own rebound and puts up a nice little shot with good touch and gets it to go.
Yeah, and it was great. She's played great, using her height as an advantage against a smaller Evergreen team. And it's proven dividends here in the late game, as you can see that her height is overcoming their hustle.
Vakulik now will be at the free throw line. Her first free throw is on the way. She misses no good. She'll have one more. She sets, fires, rims in, rims out for a second, hung on the back iron and rolled in good.
She deserved that one.
I thought it was gonna get stuck for a bit.
Conrad now has it, back to Crew. Crew up to Bailey, up to Oberhauser. Oberhauser tripped. And then now they're going to call a foul on Tatum Oberhauser. Tatum Oberhauser got clearly tripped there on the wing. No call, and then they're going to get her for a foul on the other end. So Evergreen now with a chance to go to the free throw line to try to cut this into a 7-point lead. Or, excuse me, a 6-point lead. First free throw on the way, missed no good. That's Burgermeister. Burgermeister, second free throw, no good. It did not hit rim, so it's going to be a violation, and Liberty Center will have the basketball. Liberty Center now gets it in. Gets it to Crew. Over to Conrad. Now back to Crew. And they're going to say jump ball. And possession will give it to the Vikings. So Evergreen now to inbound. It's going to be Lumbreezer. Into Smallman. Smallman looking to go. Evergreen's going to have to hurry. Now, a minute to go. Huffman with it. And Huffman's going to get called for the travel.
That is a big turnover right now, as we are now just under a minute to go in the fourth. You cannot afford to cause those types of mistakes now.
Now Crew with it. Crew double teamed out top, spins out of that, gets it to Maddie Bailey. Over to Conrad. Now Conrad controls, kicks it to Oberhauser. Oberhauser on the drive. She puts up the jump shot. Missed it, no good. Fosnight once again on the offensive glass and gets another bunny to go, working hard on the glass.
I'm surprised Evergreen didn't foul on that possession.
Now Studenka over to Huffman. Smallman has it now, and they're going to get Smallman for a traveling violation. And that should pretty much wrap this one up, guys. Liberty Center on top, 31-21. Coach Williams gonna clear out the bench here. Gonna get a full change.
What a way to end the home season for the JV Lady Tigers, playing against a very, and the record doesn't state how talented this Evergreen team is. So just a very nice win for the Tigers.
And they're going to get a foul called, and that's going to send Peyton Agaman to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's a good call, Landon. Evergreen had its chances, had some good looks. I think Danny said they were able to get up 17 shot attempts there in that third quarter. So they were able to get some looks, just really unable to find the bottom of the net on some of those, even on free throws. Had a chance to get back into the game with some of those. Just were unable to connect on some of those.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
Studenka with a fast break layup for Evergreen, and that's going to be how the ball games come to an end as Studenka gets a steal, but that's going to be how the ball game comes to an end. Real quick, Danny, you got anything for the fourth quarter?
Just the fourth quarter, I had Evergreen 3 for 10, Liberty hitting 3 for 8 from the floor.
And that's going to do it here for the JV action. Once again, Liberty Center wins it 31-23. We'll get out of here so they can get over to the senior night introductions for Phil Snow on the call and Landon Schultz on the color and Diamond Danny on the techie stuff. It's always good night. And